is not beans. It's not beans. My epidural, right? It didn't work. They had to give me 2 shots. Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So if this is the first time you're seeing this face, welcome. My name is Ife Moneke. I'm actually a new YouTuber because this is like my 4th video, but I hope I get to post more as we go. Welcome, it's so good to have you here. I also want to say thank you for 100 subscribers. It's a milestone for me and I hope we grow more from here. Wait to the end so you get to meet my 3 beautiful angels. I'm going to be talking about childbirth and what it means to me. This actually means like my experiences with childbirth, because I had a Q&A on my Instagram page and I had a few questions and I'm like, I should talk about this, yeah. It helps you get to know about my experience more and I can get to teach you and share someone might be going through similar things and they might learn a thing or two. The last video I was introducing myself and then saying I was finally back to YouTube, right? In this video, I'll be talking about what pregnancy means to me, like my pregnancy experience in general. I'm a mom, a 3 under 3 mom. I just moved from Lagos to Miami, yeah, so I just relocated. It's just been a few weeks. I'm just gradually settling in and getting my foot on, but I think I'm doing really well. But it's crazy, guys. That will be another gist for another day. Okay, so I'm a 3 under 3 mom. What a 3 under 3 mom is someone that had their children in 3 years, like 3 consecutive births every year. So that's me, right? I have a 3-year-old, I have a 2-year-old, and I have a baby that's 9 months, and she'll be 10 months in, I think, a week. So I think I am fully certified to talk about what pregnancy means, because I've had 3 births and I have 3 children, right? I'm a 3-time CS mom, CS survivor. I have my 3 children through cesarean sections. So the 3 of them were different in their way, right? And this is me having 3 cesarean sections in 3 years, right? So you have no idea. It's been a crazy experience, but I've learned so much from it as well. So I'm going to start from the first one, right? I'm going to tell you a bit about myself. I got engaged in 2018. That was November 2018. Then I found out I was pregnant in December. That was after my Ikwaka, that's Imaluno or introduction. That's what it's called in English. I already fixed the date for my traditional wedding in January 2019, right? So finding out I was pregnant was a mix of emotions, but I was really happy because I really loved my partner, my husband to be, and I really wanted to start a family with him. So I was not scared because it was a great start. Imagine starting a marriage with a baby, right? So in January, after my traditional marriage, I came back to Lagos from the east and then I started my antenatal. Sorry, that's my baby, she just woke up. I'm going to introduce her to you soon. My antenatal program. I had a doctor in Lekki. I used to live on the island. I used to see the doctor, all that. You know how it goes. Pregnancy for me was the first few weeks were not bad, but from like the 12th week or more, I started having serious pains, morning sickness. I was just sick, right, towards the end of the first trimester, but I got back my foods because I was still doing my national youth service at the moment. Yeah, you know how you're pregnant and expecting a child, there's this attitude or there's this belief towards cesarean section, right? Even if you don't want to say it, I'll be honest with you, right? My first birth experience, I always wanted a natural birth. Like I prayed, I worked out, I did all the Kegel exercises. I was like, I need to have a natural birth because I have spoken to people and I used to see them say that if you have a natural birth in 2 days, you're home, right? And you're back to normal. But if you have a C-section, you have to heal for days, and then you have to, the stitches, it affects you for a while, even after 3 months, even after 4 months, but you're still feeling the pain, right? So I wanted a natural birth. I wanted it to come easy and go easy. So I did everything to make sure I have a natural birth, but I'll just say it was God's will, right? You know how from like 28 weeks, that's when you start having your 2 weeks visit. From then you can already see that the baby is fully formed. Yeah, from about 20 weeks, that's when the baby is formed and you can tell the sex, right? Then you already tell the baby is fully formed, and you can already tell the size of the baby. And usually your doctor will advise you based on the size of the baby. Usually when you have a baby that has a tendency to the big, they will tell you to opt for a cesarean section. Sometimes they're like, no, I will deliver like the Hebrew woman. I must wait and fight. I will deliver naturally, yes. So it works for some people here, but it didn't work for me, right? And that's fine. All that matters is that I had a healthy baby. Do you understand? Like, there's too much drag about these things. But then I was one of those women, so I didn't know. So 38 weeks, I was already frustrated. Like, can this baby already come out? I told them that I want to do a CS. I want to take the baby out myself. Like, I'm ready. I don't want to do this anymore. I think 38 weeks, the baby's fully formed. Just get this baby out of my body. So when I went there, the nurses checked me and everything. But for some reason, I was sad. I was filled with so much sadness. I had a very low spirit. I told my husband, I don't know if I'm going to make it. I don't know if I'm okay. He kept saying, what's the problem? I said, it's fine. Don't worry. Let's continue. It's fine. I couldn't just get it done. So I don't know what happened. My mother-in-law came in and she was like, no, Ifa is not happy. She needs to leave this place. I don't like this place. And for some reason, I became happy. I left. I packed my bags. Like, I cancelled the operation for the next day. This hospital has delivered so many healthy children, but I was not comfortable. And after my last child, I've learned that there's a way you feel, like your spirit. Do not ignore your spirit in pregnancy. Like, if you feel something, don't ignore it. Pray and actually listen to those feelings, because there's so much energy. Do not ignore. Like, I'll get to that in the other parts. So I went back home and I said, okay, let me wait and get to full term. As I've already started waiting, at least 40 weeks, this baby must come out somehow. 39 weeks, no show. I climbed staircase, I bounced, I danced. Then at 40 weeks, I went, I said, doctor, I cannot wait again. I changed my hospital. I changed to another hospital in Lekki. I was like, I cannot wait again, no. This baby needs to come out. And they said, okay, that I need to wait a few more days. That's my due date. Once I pass my due date, I can go ahead with my procedure, right? So 40 weeks, I said to my husband, today that I'm 40, I picked the day when I turned 40 weeks to go to the hospital, right? Then I went, but I was not feeling anything. I was not dilated or anything. So they agreed to induce labor. I said, okay, I must induce, this baby must come out. Like, whether I like it or not. It's not just for hi baby. Guys, this session is going to be hard because these children are awake there, and I opted for induction, right? So in the night, they were like, should they give me a epidural to reduce pain? I said, no, I am a strong woman. I'm not taking anything. Because people will influence you. Like, you go online and you see people say, I delivered without any epidural, no pain. The baby came out in 2 seconds. I never knew that I could manage this pain, blah, 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 blah. They will pressure you. You gotta do what you don't know. That's how I pressured myself and said they should not give me any pain relievers. I'm going to carry the induction like that. When it started, it was not very painful. It was just going like this, like this, like this. At the point I was like, hey, are you sure I can do this? Then massaging my waist. And when you don't take it before you start, if you take it will not work. Because in the night when I started, because usually you check in the night and they start in preparation for the birth the next morning. By morning, I had not dilated, and when you start the induction process, you've already started to disturb the baby, and the baby needs to come out one way or the other. So the next option was to rupture the sac. Guys, they spread my legs, put this big long iron, cut the sac, water poured, like a few minutes, nothing. I wasn't dilated, baby wasn't coming. At this point, there's nothing else they can do but to call an emergency cesarean section. Emergency. Like, I was running from it. and then I ended up having it by force. And emergency is worse because this was after 18 hours of labor. You've been through so much pain. The doctor for the anesthesia was not around, right? We had to wait for him for like 40 minutes, so I had to get my baby at this point. Hello baby, say hello. So this is Nana baby, my 9-month-old. After the surgery, you're going to recover for 3 hours before going back to your ward. The recovery was really painful, and I had this bad migraines in my first pregnancy. Like, it started like a few weeks to delivery, where my head would pain me so much. I cannot explain how much pain I felt during this procedure. Like, this is the video. Can you see? Like, just look. Like, I don't know what I was going through, but the pain was extreme. Guys, like, see, it's really hard filming this because I need to go and keep attending to the boys are driving me mad at this point, but motherhood, we move. I had this serious migraines before the birth, so like I had recurrent headaches. It was difficult to recover. I know that I went home, and after a week I was rushed back to emergency because I couldn't stand, and I was like dizzy every single time. So this first CX experience was painful and really difficult because it was unplanned, and I was really heartbroken because I already had this plan of having my child naturally and going home, and then having it come to see us at the last minute. God, I was devastated, but it's God's plan and God's time is the best, so you let that go. That was literally my first surgery, the first time anybody cut me open. When my son was 8 months, I don't know, I entered the trouble, I got pregnant again, and I was like, shit, how? But anyways, if you don't do family planning, no need to be shouting how, because it is your fault, sister. Says it is your fault, so you need to get yourself protected to avoid unwanted pregnancy. But you're in a marriage now, there's no such thing as unwanted pregnancy now. We move. So I carried my baby boy to term, but really, I wanted a girl, so I wrote her name, Noyelum Whitney, February 2021. I should be due then. I bought girl clothes. I was like ready to have my girl. So at 20 weeks, they told me it was a baby girl. Gosh, she jubilation. We called everybody. We told everybody. My people, fast forward to 36 weeks, 34 weeks. I just let them do another scan. They said it's a boy. That is XY. I said XY what? The woman said that on the day of the baby's born, I want you to call me and confirm. I am not joking. I know what I'm saying. Because this was a different sonographer from the last one. Sonographers are people that check these things, right? So my people, I said it's a lie. I have to go and check in another place. I went to another place. They checked. Like this one, they didn't need to tell me. This place had like a big screen. I saw the, and I was like, hey, Osanoba, who do me? Who do me this one? I was like, what, another boy? So I have no problem with having 2 boy childs, right? But the issue I had was thinking it was a girl for the longest time, buying things and all that, and then find out last minute she was 34 weeks. That's like you have a few weeks to go that it was a boy. I cried though. I really cried because I always wanted a daughter. I always wanted one. Like I wanted to have a girl first. See, I'm really sweet, and I have so much love in me for my siblings, for everybody. So I really wanted someone that could have something like that and look like me, but premium shaking. I was seeing boys. I was like, okay. At the point, I told my husband that he only has Y chromosomes in his sperm, and that there's no baby girl. See the way somebody use their mouth to say rubbish. This is not a baby girl. It's not a baby girl. It's not a baby girl. It's not a baby girl. Hello. I picked my dates, right? I picked January. I think I was about 38 weeks. Usually I don't like to go past that 38 weeks again. I just, what's the point waiting? Let's just start, because pregnancy is one thing. Carrying the infant is another thing. It's another life. You think when you're pregnant, don't want to give yourself a rest. When you give birth, that's when you walk starts. Like crying at midnight, breastfeeding, pumping. I was like, I beg, let's just start the thing. So I picked my date and I went. This was my easiest years. Like, look at this, look. I have this picture where I was even smiling and doing a peace sign during the operation. It was really great. And the the good thing for me is like the same doctor did all my procedures. I had all my children at Reddington Lekki Hospital. Yes, people have bad reviews about places, but they've been good to me for all my births. I had all my children there. So the same doctor. And after this, he warned me and said, Madam, I don't want to see you here again. And I said, yes, sir. I'm done for now. Maybe in 4 years. Oh, last thing, what language, please? Because I don't know. See, I've learned my lesson, because if I don't learn my lesson, it will repeat itself. Like, look at, like, this is, I got married in 2019. This is 2023. I have 3 children. That's like, just look at. But the fun thing is, they all get to grow together. I buy all their things together. I'm spending the money at once. They're so close. They're like best friends. Give everything now for these people. They are everything to me. They are all that matter. Like, this time will pass. Motherhood sometimes gets really difficult, especially now that I moved. It's just me most time taking care of them, but when my husband's around, we do everything together. But when he goes out, it's just me. So imagine taking care of three toddlers. Because this one is almost a toddler now. What age do you start calling people toddler? I don't even know. She gets, it's difficult. So for my last baby, for this angel that I prayed for, this was my most difficult cesarean section, guys. Oh God. The only thing I suffered for my second son was severe hallucinations, right? Because the pens that they gave to me, the drug for pain, I was dreaming, like I was seeing myself in another country. The hallucination was mad. Aside from that, nothing. And for her, I don't know why, but I think because it was the 3rd CS in 3 years, so I was scared that my body was not fully healed and anything could go wrong. Plus, I had so many revelations. I had so many dreams that were going towards the direction of things going wrong, right? But I was like, I am covered, I am shielded. God that brought me this far will not leave me to go and die, or will not leave me to just go like that. I must see it to the end, right? I was really prayerful this whole period, right? And a lot of things happened. We lost some people in my family. It was a very painful period for us. Guys, this last pregnancy was not really easy. My husband was not the same mentally. I wasn't, because the loss took its toll on us. But we're grateful for life regardless. So for her, I picked my date, right? I wanted her to, I just figured that she can be April, right? And be my brother's birthday mate. So let's have birthday mates in the family, right? So I picked April 14th, which is my brother's birthday, right? So Uche, can I like he loves her so much, because it was like my birthday. So I was like, okay, April 14th. I was like, okay, 2 days. I kept dreaming, I kept seeing too many revelations. I was like, I'll see myself bleeding. I'll be like, God, please. Yes, I have seen it, but I cancel it, because I cannot go through this. Like, we do not fear, because we know that the Lord holds our hands and walks with us, right? I got into the hospital. God. Safe to say, I had a very, very difficult surgery. First of all, the epidural did not work, right? Because normally I've taken epidurals so many times, and in like 15 minutes it starts to kick in, right? I could still feel everything, like syringe, everybody's hands. Everybody had to wait 1 hour for this thing to fully kick in before the procedure. Imagine somebody that was already scared before. The fear now increased. Which one is this one again? Anyway, I call myself Blood of Jesus, so the Lord is my shepherd and my protector. There's no prayer I do not pray, because you see, when you're on that table, hey God, if you don't know how to pray, you pray, you will pray fire. So they started my procedure. Usually I don't feel it, right? But I could feel the doctor tucking at my belly, tucking, pulling. When they were trying to pull out the baby, I could feel him pulling. Like, it took longer than all my other surgeries. Yes, this was the longest, right? Finally, glory be to God. The surgery was successful. I came out, went to recovery. I didn't even see my baby. But a day before, like, I set every single thing to wait for her. Like, this is the video. Like, I dressed the court, I did everything. I was so excited to see her. This was in Easter 2022, and this was when everything started. I just felt a rush. Like, I just felt it. I was like, what is this? What is this? Because I was still in pain, so I just felt it, and it kept pouring. Then I called my sister and said, Mommy, Uche, something is pouring. Then when they came and they saw it, everyone started panicking and running. They rushed to call the doctor. Apparently, I was bleeding profusely. So it's called post-partum hemorrhage. That is bleeding after birth, right? It's very fatal. If you know, you know. So me being here today to talk about this is just proof that God, in His infinite mercy, keeps His promises and performs miracles. Because me being here today is a miracle. Like, I feel so cold when I talk about this because I know how it felt for me when I was there. Imagine someone that just finished a very painful procedure. They had to put their, viewer discretion. They had to use their hands, insert their hands into me and try to adjust with all the pain I was feeling. So I'm trying to, it's not actually adjustment. So they're actually pressing my womb, trying to make the contraction start, right? So the womb is not contracting, so that's why the blood is not pumping, and that's why it's pouring out. It just stopped, right? So they're trying to get it to contract again. My uterus, not my womb, my uterus to contract, like by putting pressure, right, from within. That didn't work. They'll move me back to the theater to take out my womb. They were injecting me with pain relievers at the same time, as in I was screaming, God, take me and do with me whatever you will. That's what I said, and I passed out. I thought I was gone. Like, I didn't know I would wake up, but I woke up. I was a completely different person because I was in awe of God's mercy upon my life. I had to take blood transfusion. That is the only time I've ever had blood transfusion in my life. So you see that it was something serious. I would say this CS was different, not because the doctor was incompetent. It was just because things just happened. Health is very unpredictable, right? Anything can happen in a matter of seconds. So you see, and I believe maybe because my body was not fully recovered from the other two cesarean sections, because usually you give yourself at least 18 months between the pregnancies before opting for another cesarean section. But me, coconut head, I don't hear word. Small thing, I'm pregnant. Before they touch me like this, I'm pregnant. Hi, God. That's it. That's the last one was the hardest. A lot of adhesions. That means my body was adhesions. What do you mean? So it was harder to cut through to get to the baby. Right? Like, it was the most complicated of all my births. But today I can sit and stand and say that all my children are healthy. So when you say cesarean section, it's not just CS. Hey, my back for like 2 weeks. They used to bring the baby to me. I'll breastfeed her. They used to help me bath and all that. CS is not beans. It's not beans. See, natural birth is not beans. There are 3 types of birth that are delicate, right, to me. Natural birth, cesarean section, and birthing prematurely. You see, none of them, all of them take the grace of God. Because natural birth could go wrong at any time. It could go wrong during the process. It could go wrong even when the baby's out. CS could go wrong at many times. At the end of the day, all of them still meet themselves. These children will still grow up at the same time. So what matters is having a healthy child and coming home safe and sound. Let us stop this whole thing of CS, natural birth, and let us stop putting unnecessary pressure on ourselves. My love, whichever one happens, good and fine. Pray. It's not the same for everybody. Whichever one works for you, just just be with your child and you're fine. They'll say, oh, children above natural birth are smarter than children above. I beg, it's enough. Like, let us stop this stereotype about saying cesarean section is a terrible type of birth and natural birth is the best. See, I don't talk too much, but as you can see, I have 3 different experiences. The same person did all surgeries, but the last one could have turned out so bad, but it didn't. And today I have my 3 lovely children. I don't know what you're going through. I don't know if you're a mom in waiting. Just be patient, just be prayerful, and just be open to whichever option happens. Yes, I agree that if your doctor says you must do a CS, you can fight and say no, you want a natural birth. Your own could go differently and you can have a natural birth. I've seen somebody that had a VBAC, which is a vaginal birth after C-section. Like, after like 12 months, I think, the age difference between the children was not much, right? So, anyone, just pray for a healthy child and pray that God's will be done, right? Me, I don't know what natural birth feels like, and I'm not ready to know what it feels like again because I'm done. 3 children is about enough for anybody. If you have any questions or any experiences you would like to share, drop them in the comment section. And if this video was helpful, please leave a thumbs up. Again, I want to say thank you for 100 subscribers. I love you guys. I'm working towards being more intentional towards YouTube and creating a family here. You can check my other social media platforms. I'm quite active on Instagram. This is my Instagram handle, so you can follow. You can send me a message, send me a DM. I'm always available to answer you, okay? Also, please subscribe to my channel. I hope to post more videos as we go. At least now you know a little more about me. You know that I have 3 children. You know that I'm a 3 times CS mom. 1 second, I'm going to introduce you to all my children. Let me get them. 1 second, right back. Buddy. So this is like the whole crew. This, what's your name?
Ryan.
Say hello.
Hello.
Oh my. It's so excited to say hello to you guys. So this is Nathan. Nathan, Mama, say hello. So this is Ryan. It's your boy Ryan. This is Nathan, and this is Nono Baby. So this is like the whole crew. So guys, I hope you know me, you know a little bit more about me, and I hope to get to tell you a little bit more and much more as we go. Bye.